Welcome back, class. I'm Matt, your guide here on Y Caliber. We're playing Knights of the Fallen Empire, an expansion for Star Wars The Old Republic. When we last left off, Valkeyn had gone through the trials of the Scions, and they weren't so sure about his drive for vengeance against Arkin as opposed to trying to save the galaxy as a whole, or Valkyn's insistence that destiny is total bullshit and he is not predestined in any way. The Scions are pretty big on destiny. It remains to be seen whether or not the Scions will choose to join us in our battle against Arkin and his followers. But until then, we're going to have to deal with the fallout of the rest of the crew learning that Emperor Valkeyn is living inside Valkyn's mind.
I take it you have concerns.
I can think of a few.
You're only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valyn and Arkin have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
We'll be glad to help you with that.
Good. We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the Immortal Emperor himself.
I'm not him. I'm me.
When Valkeyn was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkeyn is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakuul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know him like I do.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
He's in my head.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7!
T7? What does he have for us?
Where's my little robo-buddy?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakuul has been in search of the gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
Who?
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended.
Is her name Liara by chance?
Trouble. She operates in Zakuul's Old World district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
I have a feeling we'll find things to talk about on the way.
One or two.
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
You got it, Lana. Of all the people on this ship I trust,
would be the key to figuring you out.
Lana is the
Destiny
one.
calls.
You and your
Now that the
destiny.
truth is out about Valkeyn, there's a shortage of trust. I need you to find it within yourself to try.
Was that T7 over there? Or just some other astromech?
Not an easy task. Koth believes in Valkeyn. Senya withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. May the Force serve you well out there.
Well, you know my feelings on the Force. Targeters waist and wrist.
Not getting access to the hangar controls. Some kind of power outage.
I like my current belt better, and this makes no difference.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's get out of here. No, I don't think that's T7. That's just one of the robots who works here now, I suppose. Yeah, we've got a whole crew hanging out now. Just doing crew stuff. Crewing it up. Hey, Gonky Gonk. Oh, that he's a lost power droid. Not just any power droid. He's lost. Trust in the Eternal Emperor. Facing you in battle was the only way to see the truth. When I felt the Eternal Emperor's might radiating from you in the heat of our duel, it burned away all of my doubts. I know now that Arkhan will fall, the Scions will be avenged, and you will bring order to the chaos engulfing Zakuul. It's my honor to be your herald and seer. I've already received a vision of what I must do to ensure your final victory. When the time comes, I'll be ready to serve you. Okay, so we got the Scions. Tanovic. I've got to admit, I figured the stories were true and you died on Zakuul. Never thought I'd find myself haggling with the legend come back from the grave over some worthless thief. Don't know what your angle is with Tora, but if I catch her sniffing around my business again, she's dead. The upside to my day is that all those merchants saw me walk away from you, and now my skim off them is double what it used to be. They think we're pals. I cut you on the take, but you don't seem like the type to be interested. You and me will just stay out of each other's way like a couple of Phyraxan sharks chasing the same fish. There's plenty to eat. Well, you certainly took that metaphor and ran with it. Or really, I should say swam with it. What are you doing back here? Get out! Ah. Gotta get a little bit closer, it seems.
Odd fluctuations. Relays are gunked up or something. They have to clean out the junctions.
Don't I have a crew for this? Ah! More energy leeches.
No getting up from that. Should feel better.
Aha! I wonder why this is here.
Everything's good to go. What was it?
An infestation. If they'd grown any bigger, we'd have more to worry about than spotty power. We should check the rest of the ship.
Courtesy. I will take it upon myself to eradicate these hostile stowaways, masters. Once I have gathered additional munitions, I will scour the ship from top to bottom.
Whoa, 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 easy! We can have you blasting through the hull left and right.
Appeasement. I can employ knives and blunt force instruments instead. Would that make you feel safer?
Not really.
Next time, you're on cleanup detail. Easier than I thought.
Okay. Come on, let's fix this up, please. So where are those last two going to be, do you think? No, this one's fine. Okay. Oh.
Finished.
So there should be two more hidden somewhere out here. Not here. Not over here either. Wow, they could literally be anywhere in the entire ship. That's gonna take a few minutes to check. Oh. Fix that up. Anything in here worth looking at, worth checking? Here we are. This one's fine. Good. Now let's get that shuttle, which is on the other end of the ship. Good. I'm glad that we took the time to help out around here. But for now... Oops. Getting stuck. We're going to hope that it's not too much of an issue to get this shuttle down to the planet. Down where we fixed up that door already, so I guess the shuttle shouldn't be too hard to access at this point. Keep up the good work. That was the broken door, so glad I fixed it, at least. I'm glad that we've got this shuttle suddenly. That was not here before. Mako? Is that Mako? I wonder. Well, anyway, we're on the ship. We're heading back to Zakuul. Because we make bad decisions. Just the worst decisions around. All over the place.
A love the hand of tithe could not deny.
Lovely
We're headed
song.
back into the heart of Arkan's empire. And you're singing.
She likes music.
Anyway, where we're going, no one will be looking for criminals. Most of the people there are criminals, which of course presents its own dangers.
Yeah.
Even so, I do enjoy visiting the old world. It's a piece of Zakuul history. Valkorian's first attempt at creating a grand society.
A failed attempt.
Only in scale. To him, it wasn't nearly grand enough.
I want to know more about your relationship with Valkorian.
The story really isn't as outlandish as whatever you're imagining. We met after I earned a place in his elite guard. I never hesitated to speak my mind, which caught his attention, I suppose. He was fascinating, bold, always completely certain of his next step.
If I were describing you, I'd say the same things.
You're flattering me. But yes, somehow we had a fair bit in common. What we had wasn't a child's notion of romance, but we were happy. Then Arkan and his brother Thexan were born. I loved them so much. But no matter what I did, they wanted nothing to do with me. And Valkorian wanted nothing to do with them. His mind was somewhere else. He barely spoke. Barely acknowledged any of us for weeks at a time.
I know where he was.
And then, Vaylin. Vaylin was troubled from the start.
Was she really dangerous, even as a child?
She made furniture move while she was still in the womb.
Wow.
Tore droids apart as a toddler. Once a guard dropped a ball she tossed. Vaylin crippled him. I confronted Valkorian. His daughter needed help. His sons needed him. His solution was to cage Vaylin's mind. Most of her power was locked away, along with most of who she was. He ignored the rest of us outright. I couldn't stand by and watch. I gathered the children. I tried to tell them we needed to go. They laughed and called me weak. Even as children, even with Vaylin's power restrained, the three of them together were still far more powerful than me. I couldn't force them to go. So, I left.
Did Valkorian try to stop you from leaving?
No. I'm not sure he even noticed. I transferred to the Knights Enforcement Division and took assignments at the outer fringes of our empire. Valkorian never spoke another word to me. Since then, I've only seen my children in broadcasts of public events, like Thexan's funeral, killed in the core worlds. I doubt they even remember me.
I'm sure they do. In fact, they said as much.
Hello, little one.
Yay.
Seems like you're everywhere.
T7 rules. Alright, well, we'll have to scour around a little bit more.
The Lady of Sorrows is wanted for murder and theft of state secrets, among other charges. The Knights have hunted her for years. No one's come close.
I'm sure the three of us will manage if we work together.
You may not believe this, but it's rare for someone to escape a Knight's justice.
And when that someone is the Knight's own child?
We'll find out, won't we?
Awkward.
Could I... Is it possible for me to talk to him? To Valkeyn?
I don't think it works that way exactly.
Lots of things live down here. Few of them friendly. We should be careful.
Senya is an extraordinarily sad character. Ugh. Okay, so we see some droids hanging out here. Hopefully none of them hostile. But that Wingma energy leash for sure.
Finished.
Good blast in T7. Pew!
Time for justice! No getting up from that. Took care of one for you.
Did you though? Because it looks more like I did it. We don't need that, right? I don't think we need that one either.
Or is it me? Maybe both of us.
I guess we'll find out who's bored. And we'll also find out who's got security cameras. Where would they be, do you think? Any more hiding in here that I didn't see? Doesn't seem to be the case. There's one over there. Alright, what else have we got here for us? Offhand saber. Well, that protected scanner was perhaps not as protected as they'd hoped it would be. Are there cameras that I can see back here? Oh dear. Seems that robot was killed by that thing. Any more droids? Okay, so you guys are hanging out here. Do we think there's an invisible wall here? There is. As expected. There should be a few more security cameras that we can find on our way out of the Undercity, though. Hopefully, they won't be too difficult for us to uncover. Like maybe there's one here.
Way around the fight, T7. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, no shit.
We'll trade stories sometime.
We've seen all the crazy stuff that T7's been through.
Time for justice.
Go T7!
easier than I thought.
Sorry, I just really like that ability.
Finished.
All taken care of. Any more cameras hiding back here for us? Maybe one on the other side of the wall here? I guess not. Where could they be? Where are all of these cameras? Oh, hello. Giant tunnel spider. May as well clean up down here while we're in the region, you know? You never know when we'll need to have a giant tunnel spider taken care of. I don't see any cameras there either. Too bad. Maybe that camera was... Maybe that camera was the answer to all of our questions. And maybe there'll be one on the other side here. Looks like that may be the case. Erase security data. Down here? Doesn't look like we need to go that way, so we're still just making our way through these service tunnels. Who's coming at us? One of you, eh? Wingmaw energy leeches.
No getting up.
Oh, hello.
Got you.
Good job, everyone. Go team. I'm still not entirely sure what those do, but if I can blow something up, you better believe I will. Oops. Sorry about that. They don't need to know we were here. And this should be our way out of the Undercity. Are we back into the big zone now? Back into an area full of other people that we have to pretend aren't really there? This tram network looks like it maybe needs a bit of maintenance.
Update. Extermination efforts aboard the gravestone have been slower than anticipated, Master. It seems quite unnecessary that I clean up the creature's remains. They clearly serve as an effective warning to other potential stowaways. But
Well,
Master Retainer was quite insistent, so the ship will be quite clean upon your return.
well, you can't blame Koth for wanting to keep the ship clean of gross corpses.
It means death to disbelievers. It means the end of our corrupt society. It means great happiness for all.
You understand much, but do you know what will become of you, your family?
We give ourselves to Zildrog's glory, so that the wicked may be punished. We die so that Zakuul may live on.
Good. You are on your way. In Zildrog's name.
In Zildrog's name.
What's a Zildrog? Is that a god of some sort? Oh, these people aren't important enough for names. They don't get names. So back here then? Yeah. Back here and up. Upbound and towns.
This is the old world as most Zakuulans know it. A place to mingle with the rabble and then go home to brag about it. One big party. I have a contact nearby. Need to go alone.
I see.
Don't keep me waiting.
Won't be long.
I don't have any compelling reason to distrust her as yet. Valkeyn doesn't see a family tie as being that important. That's true. Oh my god. Yes, T7. You're the best, buddy. You're the best. So... Yeah, of course.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows. Yeah, of course you did. What does she look like?
She had a crown, and a suit of armor. And she was fast and strong. She could punch and kick and...
You watch too many holovids. You ever do see the lady, my advice? Forget you ever did and run.
Okay. So, urban legend type figure going on down there. Something in there as well. Now T7, you gotta hack into the thing. Oops, I thought T7 was going to do it. Hello. Okay. So, surveillance feed 2 is our next stop then? Oh no, an elevator. We knew this day would come, T7. You and me, waiting on an elevator. I can't tell you how psyched I am to be teamed up with T701. Not even playing as Harpiton, but I've still got the best guy hanging out with me.
Welcome to our market, potential customer.
Now, where do we get where we need to be getting? I guess it's just over here. I see ya. Don't you worry. I haven't forgotten you. And access is what I like to see.
I had always intended to visit the old world. I thought I would have the time. Delightful.
You couldn't have mentioned Senya was a mother of your children?
I wanted to see what she would do. In the end, she chose to place her trust in you and your associates.
You claim you want to help, but you're still playing the same old head games.
I granted her the freedom to make her own decision, just as I have with you.
I just hope you'll honor our arrangement better than the one you had with her.
Brutal. Who's this? Uh-oh.
Priority call for High Justice Valkeyn. She'll want to know who I just spotted.
Zakuul socialite. Well, this seems pretty dangerous to have any contact whatsoever. Okay, be quiet. To have any contact whatsoever with Valkeyn. But I suppose if they're aiming to be... I mean, they might be trying to climb up higher, I don't know. I think we're good. Maybe they're oh, almost fell down and died there. I probably would have fallen down and died for sure. I think you're probably right, T7. Lots of snobbiness to go around. Alright, T7. Let's pretend that's not happening over there. We've got our own droid coming along. Ah, he's the other kind of bounty hunter. Well, I'm gonna let him get ahead just a little bit because it's kind of not great for the old immersion. Most of the time I can just pretend that this is understanding data flows, system weak points, you friends, mission opportunities. Most of the time I can just pretend that this is Knights of the Old Republic 3. But every once in a while we get dumped into this stuff again. And that's alright. I mean, they gotta make their money. Whoa! That could have been bad. Alright, one more to go. That's for sure, T7. You rock.
If you can read me, I made some new friends. Could use a hand.
On my way. Thanks, buddy. You keep being the best little droid around. Alright, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to the cantina. And I'll meet you there in the next episode. So until then, all the best.